Have you ever thought about how much longer we humans have left on Earth? It may seem like a silly question to ask. After all, human beings have existed on Earth for roughly 200,000 years, and we've done some pretty incredible things along the way. But Stephen Hawking himself once famously suggested that human beings need to leave Earth within the next 100 years in order to survive. The world's most famous physicist had many reasons for his grim prediction. First and foremost is human-driven climate change. Climate scientists around the world have warned that if we do not control CO2 levels and keep temperatures from warming above 1.5 degrees Celsius over the next 12 years, we could experience significant increases in floods, droughts, and poverty. These things would lead to mass displacement of humans as food and other resources become scarce and as sea levels rise, literally pushing humans inland. These mass migration events are likely to lead to physical conflict and possibly even large-scale wars that could potentially go nuclear. But let's say we are able to save ourselves from catastrophic climate change and avoid a massive nuclear war. Humanity would be able to continue to make technological advances, including in artificial intelligence, which just so happened to be another one of Hawking's concerns for humanity's survival. In 2017, Hawking expressed his fears regarding artificial intelligence, saying that he thought AI may replace human beings altogether. Essentially, Hawking thought that AI will become so advanced that it will begin to self-replicate and even self-improve, ultimately evolving beyond the need of humans. Professor Hawking wasn't alone in his fear of AI. Elon Musk is also famously paranoid of AI, claiming that it could even be more dangerous than nuclear weapons. Now, let's be positive for a moment. Let's suppose humanity is able to not only avoid cooking our planet alive, but also avoid engineering our own downfall by creating AI overlords. Let's go one step further and suggest that we are even able to avoid massive wars and that, for the most part, we learn to coexist peacefully. If that's the case, we should be able to coast right on through the next century, right? Well, not necessarily. Having a healthy planet, no nuclear weapons, and no artificial intelligence isn't a recipe for guaranteed survival. Just ask the dinosaurs. No matter how well behaved and well managed we are here on Earth, there are threats beyond our atmosphere that could strike at any moment, and Hawking believed that we are overdue for such an event. In his last published book, Professor Hawking explained that the universe is a violent place, full of asteroids flying through space at hundreds of miles per hour. He argued that considering the last major collision with Earth happened over 60 million years ago, and taking the laws of physics and probability into consideration, it's only reasonable to expect another visit from an asteroid, a visit that would wipe out nearly all life on Earth. In his final years, Hawking gave a slightly more optimistic view of humanity's fate. He changed his doomsday prediction from 100 years to 600 years. But ultimately, he came to the same conclusion. Humanity must become a spacefaring species and leave Earth if we have any hope of long-term survival.